All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Primarily Speaking, show where we love to talk shit and kick it on a lot of different topics from sports, entertainment, community, politics, and a whole bunch of random shit. I am your host with the most, man, with the gas, Mr. Poppin' Two Quarters. Let me get it that ass. It is your boy T Prime and Azul to the 25.
That's right. Right here is Hannibal Vanderbilt, baby. It's your down south Georgia boy bringing it to you live, give you nothing but the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the facts. And y'all already know what it is, baby. As y'all can see, we still on the come up, even though we $2 short. But we're gonna keep this thing rolling, baby. Y'all already know what it is. The
Yeah, we are
boys.
missing two people from the table today, Mr. Rex and Q the Body Brown. They are not here today. We may have a guest joining later, but we'll see. Time will always tell. But show must go on. We still got to do this thing. So, Animal Man, how's it been going, man? How's everything?
Man, everything is straight, man. I've been coaching the youth football, and
Right, right. How's that going?
man, it's
Can't get his thoughts together.
I'm gonna say this. It's getting better. Because what I'm saying, from the start to where we at now, the kids are improving every week. You know what I'm saying? We might be outgunned, might not have a lot of players, but they, what I'm saying, like, they're doing good. They working hard. You can see the hard work starting to pay off, and
I was about
they
to say,
doing things better. Yeah.
about that. You can see the improvement from when you first got the team to now.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
score touchdown yet?
Yeah, we scored one last week. You know what I'm
Last week.
saying? But and in their defense, they have played probably the toughest teams in their conference back-to-back
Well,
weeks.
how many teams in the conference?
They got four, but it's broken up into different brackets.
So it's
No, I
only
think
two teams?
it's 6 teams in each conference.
Six teams in each conference.
Yeah,
And you
maybe six or
play
eight. I can't remember. Like I said, we came in on like the fourth week.
because wait. So if it's 16 in each conference, y'all play every team. I'm assuming you get to play every team, right?
Yeah, and then I think you play two out of conference.
And how many teams have y'all played?
Their record is 2-4.
2 and 4.
Yeah.
So y'all have
No,
played
2-5 now.
all six teams then.
But I think they played their out of conference games already.
Oh,
Like
okay. So they
they
haven't
played
played.
the easier opponents early.
So
Like
they haven't played all the teams in y'all conference yet.
they got to play. They play the last team in the conference next week.
I, I was gonna say you said they've been playing they in their defense they played the toughest teams, but I'm about to say well it sounds like every team y'all play against is the toughest team.
Now they played the two that, like, before we got there. They had played the two easier teams in the conference,
Uh-huh.
and then they lost to a team out of conference that they probably should have beat.
Mm.
And then the game that we saw them play, they played against a team and they never had the ball because they could never recover the onside kick.
Mm.
And that's when our homegirl was like, "Yo, we need some help with coaching and everything out here." And I was like,
That y'all ain't help y'all took over. Yeah, she gave you everything. Yeah, she gave you the pad and the whistle, man.
I mean, it's cool because we did it before. I mean, we did it with the 8U, you know what I'm saying, with another organization, so to speak.
Here's a question I ask: are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
That didn't sound very
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, if I'm talking about it this much, oh yeah, I'm enjoying myself because I'm in it. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm in it.
well, that's good. That's good. It's for the kids, man. It's for the kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, speaking of youth football, I believe you was telling me a story about some people doing shootouts or something like that at a youth football competition.
Man, I think it was out in Kansas or somewhere like that.
Kansas.
But it's happened. It's happened here in Charleston before.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I can actually believe
Some
it.
shooting and stuff. Bro, it's no place for it. Like, why would you want to shoot up a place for children at?
Yeah,
Youth competition. I know it's more AAU, like travel team based, Some adults, man, they need to get together. They out there betting on these games.
They out there gambling on the games. Wow. Then the kids can't
Bro,
have shit, huh?
you gotta ask that. You gotta ask that question. Are they gambling?
I mean, it's dude, this game. I don't know what the nature of the issues are. The people are shooting at each other or whatever. But if it's getting to the point where it's getting too serious, then you need to
Yeah,
scale
I
it back.
mean, people probably bringing outside shit
Cause,
inside there. You know what I'm saying? Street stuff off the street.
'cause this for
You
the
know,
kids, man.
remember back in the day, the streets used to have boundaries. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's off limits.
Yeah, like it's for the kids. Let the kids have their moments and time, man. Stop interrupting that with your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You got all the other time. It's only what 2-3 hours y'all out there. Save that shit for another time. Why the fuck you gotta be there? That's just
Exactly.
sad. Sad to hear that, man. That's sad to hear that,
Mm-hmm.
man. But continuing on, man. But yeah, you had a good week otherwise, right?
Yeah.
Good week.
Oh, yes.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I didn't really do anything major this week. Yeah, no, I didn't really do nothing major this week. Same old, same old. Just trying to stay safe out here. With the schools and stuff, trying to pressure people to make a decision on going back to school, to putting your kids back in school. But I'm just like, nah, I can't do it. Can't do it.
I don't blame you.
But moving on, man, we're gonna jump into some random news, random news. So I saw a little headline that said that Proud Boys member declares civil war if Trump is not reelected. Says stock up on guns and ammo. Now that brings me back. Matter of fact, the person that put the story out there said that he asked the Proud Boys member what he think about Trump's declaration on the first presidential debate, saying "stand back and stand by," and it was like, yeah, that we heard him loud and clear, and we know exactly what he's talking about. Paraphrasing, but they felt that he was talking to them to be ready, and you know what I mean, and that's what that reckless type of talk can do. You know what I mean? Stir up people like that, man. And I'm sorry, but I am going to load up as well. I'm not going to sit by and watch the shit on the
As
sideline.
as we should.
Hell
As
yeah. Every black American should legally own a firearm and get yourself protected, man. Get yourself protected. How they
go
say
ahead and get
2A
them.
all day? Yeah, man.
Go ahead and get them too.
What else we got going on? I saw a clip. I mentioned this earlier. The Savoy Show. I'd never heard of this show. I don't know what this show is about. If it's a talk show, whatever the case may be. But they were playing a clip where a black family had rented an Airbnb, and the neighbors to that Airbnb just came over, just walked in. They just walked in and was like, "What are you doing here?" And the guy was like, genuinely confused, like, "What the fuck you talking about? Like, how you just walk in people's house and with shit like that?" And now he was way more calm than I would have been. You know what I mean? And
I think he was scared because he probably had in his mind, saying like, well, I call the cops. How do I know how they're gonna react? You know what I'm
could be,
saying?
could be.
Right. And then you got these people. You don't know what these people gonna do. You don't know what they're capable of. You don't know who with these people.
I think
You're
that's.
not even from this area.
I wanted to ask you what would you have done in that situation?
I'd have ran their ass up out of there. I'd
Just
have
hop
ran
up,
their ass.
just
I
hop
ran
up the
their
couch and act a fool.
No, I would have ran their ass up out of there. Then I would have fucking left. I ain't a fool now. I ain't for the act the fool and stay sitting up. We finna get the hell up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
That is the thing. Now. It is an Airbnb. So they just renting the spot for the
Yeah.
week.
And then I'm gonna call the owner and tell them I want my money back.
True. Yep.
Because
True
I
indeed.
feel comfortable in this place that I'm renting.
Yeah, I feel
Because
unsafe.
these neighbors had a key and they just walked in the place. They could have did anything to me and my family.
That is very true. That is very true. Get a refund, feeling unsafe.
Yeah.
But that's disrespectful. Even if you're a neighbor and you thought something weird is going on next door, why not
Because
knock
we
on
know
the?
why they did that shit. We
You
know
know what
why
I
they
mean?
did that.
Just you knock on the door and then speak to who comes to the door. You don't bust up in somebody's house saying, "What are you doing here?" You know what I'm saying? Like that's just highly disrespectful, man. And I wouldn't have been mad if they had got their ass shot, man. Like if there's something happened to that, get beat up, beat the fuck up or something, I wouldn't have been mad.
Me
They don't
either.
disturb that shit.
Mm-mm.
Fuck that.
He was more calm than I would have been.
Oh yeah. Oh hell
Yeah,
yeah. Way more.
but I can imagine the fear because you don't know what to do at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
just
because I
stay
was
calm.
originally
Maybe they won't do nothing, but what if you stay calm and they still do something? You got all that in your mind.
originally I was thinking being at home, but they weren't at home. They were at an Airbnb, so that does make somewhat of a difference in that
Oh,
case.
yeah. I want my damn money back.
Um, you were telling me a story about JetBlue incident.
Oh yeah, man. I seen a video the other day where a white male. He was looked like might have been a little physical altercation aboard the airline, the JetBlue airline. I don't know if it was going to Jamaica or coming from Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
but in the video, he's calling this one lady a bitch, a nigga bitch, and all this other stuff. He just,
Whoa,
oh, you niggas, and just harsh and openly.
whoa.
And they'll do. He's something totally wrong with him. And somebody probably should have whipped his ass some more. I don't know if I could have sat there in that instance and been cool with him just the way he was doing it.
Just keep
There was a
coming
lot
up
of people
with
that, but
niggas.
it looks like people had already jumped on it.
That's what I was
You know,
about to ask. Was he going on that tirade after the visible ass whooping or
man,
before?
it looks like the tirade started before the ass whooping,
Mm,
and after the ass whooping, it just it intensified it.
mm.
You know what I'm saying?
As it should. But
But
that
he was detained. But what I'm saying, another story that comes from that though is it was pointed out that like I said, I didn't see the physical altercation beforehand, so I don't know what happened.
mhm.
But just like none of the black men on the plane came to the black woman's defense.
Hmm.
And on Twitter, along with something that Jamel Hill said. Now I read everything that she said, and I don't really have a problem with what she said. She didn't say anything about blaming black men for this because her stance is, which is another thing that I agree with her with, the alarming rate of which a lot of black men are siding with Trump. You know, and the
Okay.
reason for why they're siding with Trump.
Right. Okay.
When you hear it, sometimes it just is irrational. Like, what? What's your reason? Like that shit don't. It's gonna be bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but stuff like that. And all she said was it was alarming. And a lot of people took it and they're like, "Oh, she's just blaming black men." But it started the hashtag blame black men.
Blame black men.
Yeah, you say we never protect our women. We just get pushed around. We always want to be like the white man. We just want to be in a position of power. We're just jealous of the power that they have. We want it for ourselves. And and yeah, it was crazy.
Like,
But one thing I could say about let me just say this. One thing I can say about the hashtag is I love the beauty and the creativity in people's minds to flip a negative into a positive. Where they blame black men, you gotta also remember that a lot of black men are the reason that we live so comfortable. The air conditioning unit, the dryer, the iron, and other utensils that we have. So many other utensils that we have that better our lives. So yeah, you want to blame black men for the comfort that you say in your life right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
yeah.
I like that. I like stuff like that. But
I like how they flip that. I do I wanna touch real quick like the black men not defending or sticking up for black women. I do agree that it's been bad. We haven't done a
yeah,
very good job of that.
I do agree with that.
I
I
do
do agree
agree.
with that. A lot of times they don't.
I think we're doing better. We got a long way to go in that lane, but I think we're doing better. So I'm not I'm not necessarily mad at them pointing it out. I mean, call us on our bullshit. You know what I mean? That's what we need. Um, but I kind of want it to be a conversation amongst us, and you know what I mean, in our circles, and not for everybody to chime in on. You know what I'm saying? I need to be a community conversation, not a national conversation. But
Yeah,
but yeah, I do think we need to step it up, and I'm want to do my part as far as sticking up. Cause like if I was on that plane, that you were talking about earlier with JetBlue. I mean, I don't know if I could just sit there and just listen to a white dude just calling a black woman nigger and bitch, and it's like I don't think I could sit there and do that. You know what I mean? So hopefully somebody did. That's why he got the marks or whatever. He get dust up because somebody did stand up for her, but we don't know. We don't really know the whole story yet. But I like the blame. I like you were saying, like the flip on the blame black men. I like how we take that negative and make it a positive. I I like that. That's what I'm saying. Cool. Next. We're gonna move and slide on into some entertainment stuff. Now, Buster Rhymes had called out Ti. He wanted to battle Ti on the next season versus. Now, and I didn't know versus was taking a hiatus, like a season two. I didn't know it was a season two per se. I was like, what happened to the next versus?
Yeah. I thought I didn't know this. I thought it was just something that was gonna keep going on. I
Yeah.
thought, yeah. I don't know.
So apparently there's a season two. So and we had the group chat, and I said that Buster doesn't have as many hits as Ti to go against him. Now, what I had a talk with Rex the other day, and what I told him was that I never said that that Buster doesn't have better songs than Ti. I never said that because he does have a lot of songs that
Yeah,
are better than Ti. I just said that Buster doesn't have as many hits, charted hits. Let me say that charted hits as Ti. He just doesn't,
yeah.
and it don't add up, man. Because I counted the motherfuckers. I did
But
count.
but I think what a lot of people lose in the context of the verses, it's your top 20. It's your best 20 coming out. So you coming out smoking gun. Your top 20 hits that you know were straight bangers. Everybody asks for them now. And the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, while T.I. may have more hits than Buster, both of them have well over 20
Oh yeah.
hits
Oh yeah,
that,
yeah,
that, that they can choose from.
yeah.
And it's gonna come in which I think that battle would be very close because if you look at the hits that Buster has, he has hits that radiates that they never get old.
He
They
had some
never,
phenomenal hits. Like
yeah, like this is coming from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like way back in the 90s, where T.I. has hits that are still radiating. They've been on Sports Center. They all on these sports shows and everything like that.
mm-hmm.
He got songs that paint pictures, vivid pictures of movie like that are Southern classics, that stuff that you just can't
Sure.
touch. Yeah, so I think that would be a phenomenal battle and everything. It's just gonna be to me, it's just a geographical and a generational
Right.
gap that when it comes to it.
You know
Because
what I think? I think that their audiences are slightly different. Slightly different. And what I
you know,
mean by that is Buster, his, he's old school. Like I'm gonna say it, old school hip hop, right? And when I say old school, I mean like 90s, early 90s to mid 90s. Like that's when he blossomed, right? And
yeah,
and
you can say early 90, what 92,
yeah, early
93,
90s.
yeah,
Because Leaders of New School actually came to my middle school
90.
one time in
Okay,
92. They came there in 92 or 91, something like that. And but I think like the people they, I just think the people that listen to Buster that really love Buster, not that they don't like Ti, they're just a different group of people. You know what I'm saying? That would listen to Ti. Ti is more like dope boy, street type shit. Not that Buster don't have that audience, but his audience is more classic hip hop heads. You know what I'm saying? All about the bar. They don't care about street stuff. They just care about your bars. You know what I'm saying? So I think the audiences are a little bit different. They would be split in a sense in my mind.
and see, I wouldn't even like. I would say that, but you can't discount that because T.I. got hella bars too. You know what I'm
Yeah, he
saying?
do. He do.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
like
think I don't think
I fall into the middle because I
I don't
love
think
both of them.
I don't think anybody would say that Ti is more lyrical than Busta though. I don't think anybody would say that.
No,
I'm not saying that he isn't. I'm just saying I don't think people would put him in the category as being more lyrical than Busta Rhymes. I don't think so.
yeah,
I don't think so. He's
they
different.
wouldn't. people won't even give him his. A lot of people these days they don't even give him his accolades for his lyricism. You
They
know what
don't.
I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. They
Because
don't recognize it.
he's not really. He could tell a story when he's rhyming, but you know what I'm saying. He could paint a picture. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. He damn sure can do that. You gotta have one or the other, and you gotta have a little bit of both to be
I think
successful.
I think Ti does that better than Buster as far as painting a picture, telling a story in his rhymes. I think he does it better than Buster.
Buster paints. Buster paints a very vivid picture. He
But he
he
paints an
he can.
abstract picture. He doesn't paint a
No,
movie
no,
type picture. He paints it's very
yeah,
abstract, like his videos.
no, no. His is more. If you want to break it up like that in the film, Buster, but Buster, his lyrics, and when they paint a picture, he can give you something where he can tell a story. Buster tells a story very well, but Buster also can give you something like an anime. Like it's gonna be a story, but it's gonna hit you like a lot different. It's gonna be like a
Yeah.
pow. You know what I'm
That,
saying?
that
Yeah,
energy. He got energy.
yeah,
Like you could feel the energy in his bars. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I I I I, I still would think that Ti would probably win a versus battle. That's what I think. But Buster is still a legend. He's still a legend in the game. Don't get me
I
wrong.
think it's close either way it goes.
Because his first album, I had loved the first album. I think it was The Coming. Man, I
Yeah,
love that album.
I love the first two.
I used to bump the hell out that shit, man.
Matter of fact, the first two, no, the first three.
First two, I know it was an extinction level event. One of them I didn't really care for that much. He had like one or two cuts on there. Like I think it was the third
No,
one.
it was the first two. That was the third one. That yeah, it was like
Okay, it
okay,
was the third one
yeah,
then.
yeah, like he switched because he got more away from the flip mode.
Right.
Yeah,
That
you know.
that first album, The Coming, that was my jam. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I listened to that shit the other day. The
Nah,
whole world kick it with me.
yeah. That shit was hard, man.
Hoo-ha! I got you all in check.
That shit was hard,
Yeah.
man. That shit was hard.
Oh yeah, man.
But you know that Ti turned it down, and it ended up turning into Ti versus Jeezy. For
Which I think was the plan the whole time.
could have been, now that's the official next versus Ti and Jeezy. Do you know when it's happening? I don't know. I didn't see a date.
November 19th or some shit like that.
Oh wow, damn, that shit that long from now? That's a whole month.
Yeah, we gonna be forgot about that shit. Niggas is old out here. We gonna be forgot about it.
You gonna forget about that shit by
Yeah,
then.
yeah. I've got a lot of football coaching to do, dog. Like, probably forget about that shit. Have to go back and watch that shit on YouTube.
Now, who you
No,
think gonna win out
no.
of that? Who you think gonna win out of Ti versus Jeezy? I know, man. I can't pick one.
Boy.
I can't pick one because I love Jeezy and I like Ti. I don't know, man. Jeezy got some bangers. Ti, we already said Ti got some bangers too. Now I do believe Ti is more lyrical than Jeezy. Do believe that he's more lyrical than Jeezy to me. But Jeezy can spit.
Jeezy doesn't get his just due lyrically because his wordplay and the words,
He got some sick wordplay now. He do. Because
yeah.
even like on his first
Yeah.
album, he was heavy ad lib. That was his thing. Just drop some.
It wasn't just the ad lib. Go back and I know when you listen to the lyrics in that first album.
No. Listen what I'm saying though. He had that. He had like the, I don't want to say choppy flow, but he was just making sure that certain words stood out, and he wasn't flooding the bars with a lot of words. You know what I mean? It was short bars, but they were poignant. They hit. And the ad libs and everything going in with that shit just made all that shit hit. But like
Yeah.
by the time he came out with
Yeah.
is it Thug Motivation 3 or something? I think it was the album after Thug Motivation 3. But he just had bars, just bars and bars and bars. I'm like, damn, like that's what I like to see the
I'm gonna disagree with you on that. I'm gonna say he always had the wordplay. Now the bars got better because saying like he started being more descriptive with his bars, but like the wordplay was always there. He
Well, that's
would
what I'm saying.
always like it was choppy, but it would always fill it up. Like what I'm saying, like it was about the power, the
Yeah,
gratification of the word choice that he used in it,
that's
man.
the
And it would pull it in. That's why I was like, man, y'all talking about Jesus ain't no rapper.
You saying this?
Nah.
You saying the exact same thing I was saying. That's the exact same thing I'm saying.
Y'all talking about he ain't no rapper. Y'all hating on this man. I said, well, clearly y'all don't know what y'all talking about.
Nah,
this dude,
because
I remember Jesus when he was Lil J and it was Come Shout With Me. You know what I'm saying? That the album that had Pastor Troy on there. You know what I'm saying? Now I remember him from there, and you know he had that. His flow, like he grew. I'm gonna just say, like his flow matured.
Definitely.
By the time we got the Thug Motivation 101, from Come Shop With Me to Thug Motivation 101, you could hear the Thug Motivation 101 in the Come Shop With Me, but it wasn't there yet. That's the pie when it was done right there. The bing, when that big bing came out and it hit the streets, everybody ate that bitch up because that bitch was good, boy. Hey.
Yeah, listen. I ain't taking nothing away from G. Jeezy. I always thought he could spit, man. Ever since I first started listening to him, with Trap or Die and So Icy around that time. It was like 2004 or something like that. That's when I first started listening to him. And I always been on. I've been waiting for everything he had to come out because that shit just been poignant, man. That shit just hit. It just, I don't know. You just relate to it. You just gravitate towards the shit. So he's always been good to me. I don't know who's gonna win, man. Who you got?
It's something about crack a key across my knee and do it 50 more times. A quarter go for half, But yeah, it's something about that tip, dog. It's something about tip.
Who you got?
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, I asked you this one.
I don't know.
Who had the better albums?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
When T.I. came out with that Trouble Man, I like that Trouble Man album.
Man, before then.
He was spitting on that.
No, before then.
Oh, way before then, but I'm just saying, like, remember, like after his thing in 2007 with the gun charge and all that shit like that.
Yeah.
Like after that, and he had come with that Trouble Man, because people were kind of trying to count him out.
Yeah.
But he was like, look, let me show y'all some bars. And he been doing that shit, bro. Damn, he been doing that shit.
You know what I like? I like anything he do with Watch the Duck. Watch that Duck. Watch that Duck. Watch the Duck. Watch the no, it's a band. Oh, it's a group, it's a little band. Yeah. I like anything he do with them. That was on one of the songs on that Trouble Man album too. Okay. That was on there. You know what I'm saying? And but for me, I'm serious. When I picked that shit up out of Peppermint, yeah, picked that bitch up out of Peppermint, and I put that bitch in. I've been a fan ever since. I used to listen to that shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I did a journey through his music. I think last year or earlier this year. I just start from album 1 and just listen to every song up through. I think I stopped at Trouble Man. I didn't finish going through my journey, but I was listening to everything. It was like, this nigga be spitting.
Yeah, I remember hearing that, and I remember giving people that T.I. CD, telling them to listen to T.I. I remember telling them to listen to T.I. and fucking Field Mob. When I goddamn was up in court school up in Great Lakes, Illinois. You know what I'm saying?
I will admit there was one T.I. album I did not care for. What was the one he did? Was
it T.I.P.?
No, that was okay. I didn't necessarily gravitate towards it, but it was okay.
No Mercy?
It was
Was it No Mercy?
No Mercy, that's it. I was like, man, what you doing? What you doing?
It didn't. It was like that album. You know what that album felt like? It's almost here. It's almost. You know, it felt like he just put. It felt like he just put something out. It didn't feel like it was. Yeah, it ain't feel like.
I was like, what is this, man? Paper Trail. Paper Trail was the one I was thinking about after his thing in 2007. Paper Trail was the one.
That bit bouncing.
Paper Trail.
Paper
He had
Trail by.
so many balls on that shit, man. Damn, he was spitting on that one.
I'm Illy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. He came out, bro. Swagger like us. You can have whatever you like. That was on what's it called? That was on King.
He had a lot of stuff, man. Paperwork, you know. I saw else was a good album, man. You know, it was kind of political, but it was still a good album.
I like that Switching Lanes with Big Crit.
Oh, that's my shit. I love that song. That's in
And
my
then,
rotation.
I like that. I like that one with damn, what the damn name of the song on there? I like to listen to it too.
That
shit be
DS,
fun.
GD, get do or die trying. Get do or
Yeah.
die. GDOD. That GDOD. No, it was Hustle Gang Over Everything. That was the album.
The one with Doe B been on there a lot.
Sporty.
Yeah. But Sporty had that one song.
He had that one song. Did we read the Mystical song? I like that.
Yeah. That shit was stamping.
Yeah.
That one right there was here because Doe B had a lot of features on that shit, man. And Doe B used to ride so hard. I don't know, man. I don't know who's gonna win this shit. I'm gonna just say it like this. I'm probably gonna stick with Tip.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I've been fucking with Tip since '99, so I'm gonna stick with Tip. I'm gonna stick with Tip. Cause what's that little bitty ass nigga, man? He came out there, he was the king of the South. You know what I'm saying? And he like ain't nobody like he backed that shit up, man. He just stayed the course, and you can't be mad at him because he was rappers about having a big ego.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. If you gonna make it, you gotta be confident in oneself. So
and on his latest album, he ain't back down from none of that shit yet.
You know what I'm saying? He can hit you explicitly over the top of your head with undespicable, visions. He came with lyrics, and you know what I'm saying. He reached in and tore your heart out. That's just Tip.
Oh,
now Jeezy.
I did find out what Libra stood for. It was Legend is back running Atlanta. I was like, oh, okay, I like that. He stayed, like you said, he stayed on that bravado, boy. He don't never step down from that pedestal, man. But I don't know. It's hard for me to pick, man. I would probably have to go, not have to, but I would probably choose T.I. as well. But man, I don't know, man. Oh, we have a visitor. I would probably go with T.I. because I don't know. I think he's probably just got more. I don't know. I ain't gonna say why. I just going with T.I. I'm just going with T.I. on this one.
I'm gonna go with Tip, but man, you cannot count out Jeezy. Because that Jeezy like to drink, Jeezy like to smoke, Jeezy like to mix baking soda with the coke. Hey,
both of them got bangers, man. So it's gonna be weird.
And that shit with Manny Fresh. Who went in the clubs?
Top that lead. All right, y'all. We have listen to the show. Mr. TG, light skinned is joining us.
You can't call him angry man no more. The title has been taken.
Yeah. Get that up off of me. Y'all got a real angry dude up in here. I ain't even a real angry man. I just look angry. I don't be mad for real.
Yeah, Rex was on fire last week.
Man,
yeah.
Tell him why you mad, son.
How's it going, man?
Going on, good people. I'm good, man. I can't complain, man. Redskins in here tossing up some dial ass cowgirls. So it's a good Sunday for me. I woke up late, but
Do you really count that as a win, though?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You know what? That actually rolls us into our next segment of sports. Actually.
Oh, okay. I'm right on time then.
Right on time, man. Real quick before we jump into football, I saw that Sean Kemp just opened the first black-owned dispensary in Seattle.
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, he the first black. They don't got no black people out
there. Must be not.
Damn. Because I'm saying,
he said in Seattle though. He said in Seattle because there's a lot of.
I thought the dispensaries been out there for like years, like you know what I'm saying, before they came here.
Wait, you?
Yeah. I didn't put one on them. I thought you
been out there, but they just don't black owned. They get hard for black people to own any dispensaries.
No, it's hard for anybody to get. It's hard for if you don't have any money, you can't get into that.
Yeah, that especially now that it's legal. Like you know what I'm saying, they expanding you know what I'm saying, the geographically they're expanding the areas that they allow to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been out there on the West Coast. It's been real lax out there on the West Coast for years. You know what I'm saying? Then when they did the thing in Colorado and, you know what I'm saying, here in DC, you know what I'm saying, those states or cities making it legal made it so much more profitable for the government that, you know what I'm saying, it put it in a place where if you ain't got your money together, you can't survive in that field. You know what I'm saying? Because they started taxing them people. You know, it's one thing when you're doing it illegally under the table. You know what I'm saying? But once the government got involved and they figured out, we can make money, we can tax. It you know what I'm saying, it turned the game upside down on some of the people who really didn't have, you know what I'm saying, the capital to afford to do stuff like that. But I'm just saying I'm baffled because black people got money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just baffled that it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, as long as it's been legal out there that he's the first black owner.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Hannibal.
No, I was agreeing with him. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I heard Charlemagne the God say this. He said, "We in 2020, we shouldn't be having no more first black person anything." You know what I'm saying? It's been in a lot of spaces already.
Exactly.
No
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like Sean Kemp been out of the league, and I mean, as many kids as he got, you would think, you know what I'm saying, financially, he's not the first person that I would think, as far as, you know what I'm saying, a brother or sister that, you know, to be able to, I mean, have something like that out there.
But that's in Seattle because, you know, Mike Tyson owns a dispensary. He's trying to create a weed resort out there in Colorado, but he owns a dispensary. I believe he owns a dispensary. I could be wrong, but
in California,
I think Mike got one out in Cali somewhere.
They got black-owned ones. It just didn't have one in Seattle,
right?
And I think him and Gary Payton going in on that too. I think Gary Payton on that with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it just ain't a lot of money out there.
Man. That's where the money is.
Yes, it ain't a lot of.
Wish I had the money. I'd get in that bitch too. Shit. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant come out his mouth and says that Kyrie Irving is better than Allen Iverson. He's more skillful than Allen Iverson. I want to hear what you guys say about this one, Hannibal.
Hello? You said Hannibal, right? Did he disconnect?
Tell that man to sit his ass down. He would not come over here putting that.
Ma'am,
I can't call him. He's not a bum, but man, he not touching. He not even kissing down the bottom of Iverson's sneakers.
No, man.
I would say this. You look at what Allen Iverson did when he was in the league, and if we all old enough to remember the team that he had, he didn't have much when he went to the finals against the Lakers.
They had a good defensive team.
They had a defensive team. They had Mutombo. They had Eric Snow, Larry Hughes. I mean, they had people that's easily forgotten players. And he led that team, not just in scoring, but he led it in almost everything. Steals, scoring, not rebounds, but assists. He led that team in everything and took them, you know what I'm saying, to the finals. Kyrie Irving, he was on a Boston team. He left Cleveland, got out of town before LeBron left. But matter of fact, let me digress. Before Irving, years straight after they drafted him, they had the number one pick again. That's why LeBron went back, because they had picked up so many first number one draft picks. Remember, they got Kyrie. Then he ain't do shit. I think he got hurt his first year. He didn't do shit much. His second year, they drafted Anthony Bennett with the number one pick again, because they had the number one pick again. By his third year, they had the number one pick again, and they were going to draft the boy Wiggins, but they traded the pick for years that he played.
No, they drafted Wiggins and they traded Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love.
But did he ever play a game in Cleveland?
No.
I don't think he ever played, right. But the point that I'm making is, while Kyrie was there and he was playing for them, he was so bad that they still ended up with the #1 draft pick twice after he got drafted. You can't compare a nigga to Allen Iverson who can't even get a team out of the lottery. I mean, dog, all you got to do is win like you definitely.
Hey,
Got to be a pretty bad team to get.
I don't know what Captain Rat was smoking before he made that statement.
But he was spoken some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was spoken some good stuff.
Yeah, he tripping, dog. Kyrie ain't no kind of leader, man. He's no kind of leader. He ain't no leader, man. That's all I can say. He couldn't do nothing with Cleveland. They sent him to Boston. He asked to go. They sent him to a team that was finals ready. And they talked about him on that team. Was like he wasn't a good teammate.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know who would even put that sentence together. Who would they put all them words in the same sentence?
Nah, they just need to shut up. Just shut up, man. Just shut up, man. Shut up.
That was stupid, man. That was real stupid, man. He just trying to boost his man's up. Oh, see, because even the same thing happened with Brooklyn. If you look at it, when he got to Brooklyn, but the year before he got to Brooklyn, when he was in Boston, Brooklyn was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They had a team full of scrappy cats. Then Kyrie coming in, and what happened last year before he got injured? Every time he played, they was some trash. Every time he played, it was like he came and made the team worse.
Yep.
You know what? I think the two just juggling each other balls, man. Because wasn't Kyrie the one that said that now he got somebody on the team that feel confident to throw the ball to for the shot?
Yeah, that's all they doing. They coaxing each other egos, man.
Yeah, man. They need to stop that shit, man. Come on, man. Just
put it on but they're making themselves look like clowns. Well, they already look like clowns. So.
Put it on the court.
Making themselves look soft. Nigga soft.
That's just ass, man. Hannibal, you were telling me situation with Jackson State.
All right, man. So there's some allegations that came up from 2000, I think it was 2014, around 2014 through 2016 or something like that. And the NCAA put sanctions on them. But when you read the article, the picture up there is not of just Jackson State. The picture is Deion Sanders. So it gives people the sense that, damn, Deion fucking up already. That's right. The first comment that I read upon it when I saw that article, the first comment that I read, it says, "Oh man, Deion fucking up already." Exactly what it said, without somebody reading the article. They're just using it. They didn't click on it to read the article. They just took what they saw and it was assumed that Deion Sanders was fucking up.
Because he's the head coach for them now.
Yeah.
That's trash, man.
There ain't nothing but the NCAA trying to sabotage Deion.
But you know, that's how news outlets do shit too, though. They intentionally title shit certain ways because they know motherfuckers are not gonna read, you know what I'm saying, such stuff unless they actually catch their attention. You know what I'm saying? So they put stuff out there kind of vaguely, you know what I'm saying, to let your mind race. So they ain't gonna say, oh, these things happen prior to, you know what I'm saying, like put it out there and make it clear that Deion had nothing to do with it. They gonna put it out there so that you can think, damn, they doing that on Deion Watch. The nigga just got it. He already fucking up. You know what I'm saying? That's how they create. That's how they create media news. You know what I'm saying? By the headlines.
Do you think that it's the NCAA or is it the reporter that
the reporter? I think it's the reporter. I ain't seen the article, so my bad for just jumping out there in front of you, Hannibal. But I think it's when stuff like that come out, it's the whoever wrote the article or whoever's the head. You know what I'm saying? Reporter, they got control of that. They the one who control the narrative. And by putting shit out there without putting all the information out, you know what I'm saying? Putting a certain headline out, they know the reaction they're going to get.
I was wondering who picks the pictures that they use for the articles. Like, you know what I mean? Because the headline didn't have Deion Sanders' name in it.
Nope.
The author. The picture. So, you know what I mean? Like you said, it's misleading, man. Like you said, Hannibal, it's misleading.
They did that shit for clickbait.
Yeah, clickbait. That's the word I was looking for.
They did this shit for clickbait.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's a perfect terminology for it. Clickbait.
Yeah.
What
Then
else
once you
going
start
on?
reading and realize it ain't Deion Sanders, motherfuckers want to go to another. Oh, ain't nothing to see here, because you don't give a damn about Mississippi State. You just care if Deion fucking up. Now you can, you know what I'm saying. Now you can, you know what I'm saying. Say something about him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. Put him in the news and put him in a negative light.
Well, that's what reported. Some of those journalists who are asked at their job. That's what they do. They got to use anything to get people to come and click on their the article to read.
Right.
So why not do that? And it's misleading as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people are gonna take it and they're gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's just that. I think it's the NCAA too. Because all of a sudden these sanctions come down now. That shit happened way back then.
You know what? Go ahead, Brian.
I'm about to say, why they bringing us forth now? I ain't been deal with this shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, I ain't think about it. I ain't think about it like that, Hannibal. You absolutely right though, dog. Like, why the fuck did y'all been investigating? Y'all knew what time it was. Why wait until after the man get the job? You know what I'm saying? To decide to do this, because I guarantee you, they didn't let him know before he took that job that this investigation was going on. I promise you, nobody, you know what I'm saying, advised him. Hey, we might have something going on. You know what I'm saying? The NCAA, don't they have to advise you, or you know what I'm saying? Something if they investigating you for a violation. They don't just do it on the sneak. They actually put it out there usually, don't they? They say, yeah, this team is being, investigated for violations of, boosters paying people or the program doing this. Usually they put the news out first, but you know what I'm saying, to let them know that they're being investigated. It just don't come out the blue sky. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They just drop it. You know what I'm saying? Drop like this shit right here just dropped out the blue sky. They don't do it like that, man. I don't recall them doing it. You know what I'm saying? Just out the blue like that.
I thought the same thing. I thought they had to tell you stuff like that. I didn't think it was something new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure,
but I don't know how long this investigation been going on or whatever the case is. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure Deion wasn't aware of that before he took the job. Or he might not have motherfucking took it. Because all these years, he ain't been a coach. He ain't been in the league. He been on TV. What would have been the rush to rush into something like that? You know what I'm saying? And get negative, you know what I'm saying, headlines. And you ain't even played your full first season.
I'm going to tell you like this. I don't think it really mattered to Deion. I think he was going to take it anyway because he wanted to coach on the next level.
Right. But it wasn't no other offers. It wasn't no other jobs out there for him.
He interviewed. And I'm telling you, I didn't like it when I used to hear people that think they know, but they was always missing. The point was, yeah, he's been coaching. Yeah, he tried prime prep or whatever, the little school that he tried to start. Yeah, it failed, and it failed miserably.
Oh, real?
But
For real?
The dude been a good coach. Like, the dude is a good coach. They've won state titles. He's been an offensive coordinator. He's been learning. He interviewed for Florida State, and they said he had good ideas. They just didn't want to take a chance on him coming with no experience as a coach.
But no college experience.
Yeah, no college experience. He's coaching high school. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to take that jump when your school in despair. But I would have probably hired him, but you got
to. For what he did, for all of what he did for Florida State, they should have motherfucking gave that man an opportunity to, like, shit, get your feet wet here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna give you the head coaching job, but goddamn, put him on the coaching staff.
Quick question.
No, he wanted to be a head coach. He didn't want to be on the coaching staff.
Quick question. So college coaches, they don't all just come from the NFL. They have to move. A lot of them
a lot of them come up. A lot of them come up in coordinator positions. Maybe they're tied to a recruit.
That's right.
That's how a lot of them get their start.
They'll be on the coaching staff and not the actual head coach right out the gate.
Right. Yeah, no, I know that. I know. I'm saying it don't happen like that. I'm saying majority of the time they come up with their name tied to a recruit, and they'll get with the recruit, and then they'll get them put on the coaching staff, and they get that experience.
Yeah, because they're familiar with that star player. Yeah. For the familiarity of both the player and the, you know what I'm saying, the coach.
Yeah. But you do have your exceptions where you'll get a high school coach that just stood out. That maybe he had some world beaters, and you know what I'm saying, like they were like, all right, you like your image pretty clean, like Gus Malzahn from Auburn. You know what I'm saying? Another one that probably could have did it, but his image all messed up is Russ Prost. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a damn good high school coach, and he probably could go to NCAA, but his image messed up. Ain't nobody riding with that. You know what I'm saying? Not right now.
Yeah. In other football news, AB to the Tampa Bay Bucks, baby.
Oh, I know you like that. I know you like that.
Yeah, we going to the Super Bowl, baby. You sound like a Dallas fan.
You better hope Antonio Brown don't coming in. Motherfucker set off a snake bomb.
Nah, I don't think he will, because Brady is boy.
Man, sign him. He want to prove.
Brady been pulling for him for a minute.
Hey, he want to prove to the league or any team that he is worth putting on the field. So that man is going to come in and perform.
I don't know about that, G.
He gonna come in.
It's a lot of talent in him, but whether or not he worth the headache, I don't know about that. If you got a team that's potentially like Seattle was talking about signing him, you don't sign him to Seattle. You don't hit Seattle chemistry was too good. They had everything going. You can sign him to a place like Tampa Bay because of the quarterback you got there. Not to say Russell Wilson can't command the same respect that Tom Brady do, but when you got 6 Super Bowl rings, dog, you've been to 10 goddamn Super Bowls, can't nobody motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You can't compare nobody to that unless they got what he got. You can't compare Aaron Rodgers, you can't compare Ben Roethlisberger, you can't compare none of them to Tom Brady. So if Antonio Brown is gonna listen to anybody, it's gonna be the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? Tom Brady, who's been there and done that, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna say he would listen to Russell though.
I can't say him and Russell wouldn't get into it, G. Because Russell ain't. First thing you got to think is Seattle is not a passing team, even though they've been passing the ball a lot lately. They're a run team that play defense. Pete Carroll is not an offensive-minded coach. Bruce Arians is. That'll be like putting Odell Beckham Jr. out there and only letting him get 3 or 4 targets.
He fit along with the scheme of Seattle. How the receivers get open. That's how he used to playing anyway.
His talent fit with anybody. It's not the talent that I'm worrying about with the fit. The fit that I'm worrying about is the character issues. You know what I'm saying? The want to be seen, the want to be the star, the want to be the, you know what I'm saying? The
antics off the field.
Odell Beckham Jr. keeps saying he just want to win. He'll be happy if he win. But you know what I'm saying? Let's see if they end up making the playoffs this year, if he be happy, if he's still complaining. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been complaining when he's losing. Baby.
We going
not getting those stats. You know what I'm saying? He was good when he was getting stats and losing in New York. But then when he in Cleveland and they lose,
he was complaining. He was complaining in New York.
That's what I'm saying. He was complaining. He was complaining, but he was saying he wanted to win. But he was still getting the ball. Then when Eli couldn't get him the ball, he started complaining about that when they wasn't getting him the ball. And I just think Antonio Brown is the type of player that, first of all receivers are divas. They the biggest divas in football, wide receivers. The biggest position, I should say, that's divas are receivers. They more divas than quarterbacks. Running backs not divas. No defensive players. It's receivers. So if you get a receiver, you don't get the receiver the ball, and he's a diva. He gonna make shit bad for your team, man. He gonna make shit bad for he has the potential to split the locker room.
Yeah, could be.
You don't want nobody like that on your team, man. If you ain't got nobody like the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
I still think he gonna come in and perform. I think he gonna show out down there.
There's no question in his talent.
I think
the question is his attitude. If he can, you know what I'm saying? Because it's only one football, and they got a lot of good receivers down there in Tampa. Y'all still got Mike Evans. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got Godwin. Who gonna be the number 2 receiver? Who gonna be the number 3 receiver? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know y'all just lost OJ, y'all tight end, but hey,
Mike Evans
only one ball.
Football bound. That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll see. Y'all gotta be able to beat Russell, Mr. Wilson, with the way Russell cooking, boy. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that is true. We had to see them in the championship, huh?
Yeah, boy. I see Seattle going out of the NFC. If I had to put my money on somebody today, it would be Seattle. Their defense ain't shit, but if they get the ball last, let Russ cook. That's what they've been saying. Let Russ cook.
Man, I don't know. That would be a tough one, but I'm still gonna say Super Bowl. We got this.
You supposed to? Means that y'all got Tom Brady.
What else y'all got in sports? Nothing else. All right, now I'm gonna go down to politics, but we ain't gonna stay on this one long. I just have to acknowledge at how hilarious the last presidential debate was. That
I
shit
missed it.
was funny.
I missed it.
Trump said he prepaid tens of millions of dollars in
Oh
taxes.
my God.
That was one of the hardest lines I ever heard from a president.
He
I never
prepaid.
they paid tens of millions of dollars in taxes, prepaid.
So he's saying he paid his taxes before he even got the bill.
Yeah.
So like, let me just go ahead and put this on the bill before y'all even send me the bill. And then if y'all owe me something, y'all can send me what y'all owe me back. Boy, get the fuck out of here.
It would have been one thing if he misspoke, but he said it multiple times. I prepaid my taxes. Like, nigga, who does that? Now, for one, you don't even know how much the taxes they're gonna charge you
exactly
every year. You don't know.
That shit right there they should just investigate him for saying some stupid shit like that. See, if he was black and saying some shit like that, you immediately going under FBI investigation. Come on, man. How the fuck they not investigating this dude for has he given up his tax reports yet? They've been asking for.
You know he gotta say if he lose the election, he leaving the country. I say no, nigga, you fleeing. You ain't leaving.
You know he got bank accounts in China, right?
Who gives a fuck if he leaves? Well,
he
some people who want some justice.
He got an account in China. He has money out in offshore. He's offshore banking. He's been doing it. Yeah,
I do believe that.
Sure has.
I don't doubt it.
He's been doing it.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, he's been doing this shit.
Man, that was just a hilarious presidential debate. I actually do think that Trump got Biden on one little part when he was like, Biden was saying how he's gonna do something for Black Americans, and Trump was like, "You were in the White House for 8 years. Why didn't you do it then? Why didn't you get it done while you were there? You were already there." I'm like, "Dang, you got him on that one."
Because you had Mitch McConnell in the office at the time saying, "I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that Obama doesn't have a successful presidency."
Mike Conley.
Exactly. That's all.
Not Mitch McConnell.
That's all Biden had to
Mike
say.
Conley, my bad.
That's all Biden had to say. Man, y'all, we had the Republicans in here every time we tried to do something.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell did say it.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, he did.
But Biden ain't right. He ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, man. He a little slow. He be acting a little slow sometimes, man. So he don't pick up on shit like that.
He do be acting slow. Nigga act like he got an earpiece.
I think both of them got different stages of dementia. So
he probably do, Snook, because he be acting like he waiting on a response, somebody to tell him what to say. Like he listening on the earpiece or something. What am I supposed to
got earpiece in his ear?
Nigga like a real puppet or something, man. The fuck? This is who we gotta choose between. All right, well, go ahead and put his ass in there, man. Get Trump out of here though. Fuck that.
I'm ready to go get Trump out of here. What y'all think about 50 Cent coming in saying he's voting for Trump? I think that's what he said, or he supporting Trump at least.
What did Jamel Hill say? She's alarmed at the rate of Black men saying that they'll come out and support Trump.
It is
approving racist.
Man, all I can say is
remember he's just the least. He said he's the least bit racist. He's the most least racist that he ever known. That means you're still racist.
He's the least racist
person.
Yeah.
Dollar signs. The less and less they start seeing the color of their skin and their brothers and sisters. They all of a sudden don't see race no more. The more motherfucking dollars they see, they move up to a level where the conference they can't even talk to niggas no more because they money ain't the same. We don't got nothing in common. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to say it, but that's the only logic I can come up with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a nigga in the street. You know what I'm saying? I know some street niggas that, you know what I'm saying, that family members, you know what I'm saying, that was constantly in and out of jail, fucked up.
Was this
right now?
Was this something to me about that? Is like 50 Cent, from what I understand, could be wrong. He come from poverty. He know what it is for Black people to be broke, but not just broke. Deal with the conditions of a low income community, right? You know what I'm saying? And police brutality, all kind of things, not just money.
That was the point.
He only saying I'm going to support Trump because of money, and that's it. He ain't talking about no other issues, no social issues,
that's
economical issues, no
That's the point that I was getting to, because like I said, I had family members. We all got people in the street we know that came from poverty, that was, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I been in and out of jail, had nothing. Now this motherfucker's a millionaire. And when for the last couple of years, when the motherfucker come around, you could tell he really don't even know how to relate to us, because the niggas stay in circles now where everybody got money. So all everybody talking about is making more money, how they can make more money. So when he come around us and we talking about small-minded shit, or we having little struggles, first thing he thinking is these niggas about to ask me for something, or you know what I'm saying? So he don't even want to be around. It's like the conversation, you can I've seen it myself. That's what I'm saying. So people like 50 Cent, he ain't hanging out in them environments no more. So the more money he see, the higher his motherfucking pile get, the further back behind that pile niggas is gonna be. So he ain't worried about what nobody else is going through. He worrying about himself and his house, his family. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's under his live under his roof, that's all he worrying about. That's the sad part. It's like y'all niggas still don't get it. Like, it's people y'all leaving behind that's still fucked up out here. We get it, you made it, and you probably thinking anybody, if I made it, anybody can make it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just not the reality, man. That's not the reality.
Hannibal, you want to add?
Man, ain't nothing too much else to add to it, man. Like, it's still alarming at the rate of black men. And like, but what TG said, I understand exactly what he's saying, because it do be like that. You see the people who have the money, they don't want to be around nothing that you're talking about. They can't, there's no way that they can possibly relate to your everyday struggle.
Nah.
Even though they know of the struggle that they once had, you know, and the further you get away from the struggle that you once had, the more details of the struggle you forget. So
let me tell you
therefore,
something.
sooner or later, all you know is, yeah, I struggled before and this, but you forget the feelings and all the everything else, the grind that you had to go through to get to the point where you
the
at.
help that people gave you when you was grinding, all of a
Yeah,
sudden they like, nigga, just get your credit score right. Well, nigga, I'm trying to get that motherfucker together, but it ain't as easy as you know what I'm saying? Once you got your bread, you was doing what you need to do. Motherfuckers let you get on their credit card and let you do this and let you do that. You ask this motherfucker for some shit like that, the nigga look at you like you crazy. Like, my nigga, you used to live with me. You was on my motherfucker.
or they'll, you know what I'm saying, or they'll put you down for your shit. Like damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, damn, nigga, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? You ain't, you know, you should have been got that shit straightened out. You should have been took it, bro. I got kids. And I'm saying, motherfucker, I'm talking about, I got kids. Don't even take care of the motherfucking kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you all the way up there. You don't even deal with your kids. Like, come on, bro. You can't. We not the same. It's a vicious motherfucking lifestyle getting to the top when it comes to that. Once you get money in your vision, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers start leaving everybody, dog. I'm telling you, it ain't pretty.
One of the things I don't really like about that stance, when you just take a rich person just taking a financial stance on it, is like, you know, you're in a position to make lots of money. Like, even if, or so what, the taxes are going to go up, but you're in a position to make lots more money. You know what I'm saying? Other people need to get in positions to even just make some money. You know what I mean? You're solidified in what you're gonna do. You know, you got projections. Next year, I'm gonna probably make $10-20 million or some shit. Niggas just trying to damn keep their jobs and shit. Niggas just trying to be able to walk down the street without being harassed. It's like you're focusing on your money when this vote is gonna be something that encompasses a lot of people. You know what I mean? A lot of people are gonna be
Just money.
by this regime change if it happens, or if it don't happen. A lot of people are gonna be affected, and it's not gonna just be money. Gonna be a lot of other shit.
Look at the healthcare, man. Motherfuckers ain't got no insurance out there. This nigga he trying to, yeah, man. Money is motherfucker, man. All that shit relates back to money. That healthcare shit. This nigga cutting all kind of bills and undoing all kind of shit Obama was doing just to save money so he can pocket. Or so is the motherfuckers who are already rich. You know what I'm saying?
Why is it that no one can see that the part of the time that the economy improved was from the stuff that Obama had already had in place?
Exactly. Like, he acting like he got this new healthcare plan.
When he went to cut out a lot of that stuff, and now all that stuff is gonna start failing.
All he doing is he taking Obama's plan and he's removing one thing and putting in some other bullshit. But it's the same shit for the most part. It's built around the same framework. but he just putting his little things in there. But he hasn't really said what his plan for healthcare is at all. He hasn't really.
He doesn't have one.
I ain't heard him say nothing.
He doesn't have one.
I agree with you, Hannibal. He ain't got none. He just
Because-
talking.
Man, he took away what was them programs he took away? He took away like the green program, shit that was for the environment, like environmental programs. He was just like, he shut like whole programs down that got to do with the ozone and, you know what I'm saying, like
Paris Accords,
the radiation and sun and shit. Man, he
pulled out. Yeah, he pulled out the Paris Accords.
Yeah, a lot. He pulled the plug on a lot of stuff that like it just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Just like him with this coronavirus shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if he lose, I wouldn't be surprised. That should be real telling if he do leave America, not just because he not trying to go to jail, but he know he left it in worse shape than what he, you know what I'm saying, what he found it in. And this just ain't a good place right now, man. So why the fuck would people want him to be the state? Shit just gonna keep getting worse for the average, and you know what I'm saying? You know, if you ain't rich, it's just gonna keep getting worse for you. If you rich, you about to keep doing what you gonna be able to do what you want to do regardless. But with him, it's gonna be much better for you if you rich. But if you know, mid-level or poor or whatever, making it check to check, the struggle is gonna continue to be real. There ain't no relief coming for you.
And he keep talking about the economy, but shit, the America is in the highest debt we ever been in. We ain't never been in this much debt before. I think it's like 3.something trillion, $3.8 trillion or something like that. Debt. Like that's
shit crazy.
Fucking crazy, man. Anyway, Hannibal, you wanted to mention something. You wanted to do something about Ice Cube, a little follow-up on Ice Cube.
All right.
Man, I'm mad I missed that.
All right, so the one thing that I wanted to say is that I wanted the people to get a grasp on is, okay, he had a difference, or you disagree, or you had a difference of opinion about Ice Cube and what he did. Whether you agree with him or you didn't agree with him. As a community, we have to stop tearing each other down because we have a difference of opinion about what someone says. The man, like to this day, he still hasn't said he's backing Trump or you know, the president candidate Joe Biden. He hasn't said whether he's backing either or. So, you know, why can't we as people not tear each other down and then, you know, saying so that we can keep each other uplifted, whether you disagree with someone or not. You know, I just didn't like some of the headlines because you didn't agree that he took a plan that he wrote up and gave it to both parties. Just because you didn't agree with that, it's Ice Cube's a bitch, or you know, fuck that nigga, or you know, saying cancel him, and all this other shit. Like, that's just it all seems like
what gives a black person the right to say another nigga ain't you can't be a nigga no more. Man, get the fuck, who is you?
Because even in the white community, even in the other races, when they don't agree with someone on their views or whatever, they don't just cast them out. If something happened to them, they're gonna be right there, like, hey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, leave them alone. They don't have your back. Like, we can't have someone's back, even if you don't agree. Like, okay, I don't agree with what he's saying. You know, I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? I understand all the headlines and everything, but I just wish we wouldn't tear everybody down about it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with people having an opinion, but to take a hard stance against somebody saying, like you were saying, like fuck Ice Cube or whatever the case may be, like that's within ourselves, man. We got to do better. We got to be able to criticize somebody without tearing
constructive criticism.
down.
Yes,
I can tell you how I feel about something you did without making you seem like you lesser than. You know what I mean?
Exactly. What the fuck is the remote, man?
Yeah, just agree to disagree.
Yeah,
Keep
exactly.
rolling. You know what I'm saying? It's still love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You can disagree with somebody and still have love for them at the end of the day.
So listen, I missed the conversation last week, and I ain't gonna try to get y'all to dwell too much on it. But what was the issue with what Ice Cube did? Because I didn't have an issue at all what he did. He said he took, like you said, he took his plan to both parties. The Democrats didn't even really want to talk to him. The Republicans, Trump them decided to take the meeting, so he took the meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that. Like, what, the man not supposed to talk to them at all? He not supposed to have no
So
dialogue.
everybody.
I don't get it.
Was like, it was the comments that he made back in, like, you know, from 16 to 19. He said he'll never sit down with the Trump party, or he'll never work with them, and everybody took that. And then, like, the first time I seen a young lady state that, you know, so he's a coon and this, that, and the third, so it prompted me to read it. I think the big thing was those comments that he made, and then that people was like, that's the enemy. You never work with the enemy. The enemy can do you no wrong. They're gonna do nothing but use you. They're gonna make you look like a fool out here. And, you know, that was some of the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, no.
Okay, but shit, we reserve the right to motherfucking make. We not perfect. We make mistakes. We say things out of emotion. So yeah, I might have said that, and that may be how I felt.
Think, like I said, I think that's what it was. I'm not sure.
Right, but if he said that, I can see him saying something like that. But if he said that, I'm not going to look at him as a hypocrite because he decides to take a different, you know what I'm saying, approach. You know what I'm saying? As long as I don't see him supporting the Trump campaign, like some shit 50 Cent doing, then I don't have a problem with I don't give a fuck who it is meeting with Trump to have a sit. I don't even have a problem with Kanye West sitting down talking to him. But when you start wearing MAGA hats and start talking about Donald Trump, this and that, so forth, now I don't fuck with you. You tripping. But to go take a meeting, you know what I'm saying, and you once said 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you wouldn't, nigga. The older you get, that's wisdom. The older you get, the smarter you become. So yeah, he probably rethought that statement, was like, shit, the best thing to do is probably take a meeting with this motherfucker and see where his head at, you know what I'm saying, and see what I can get, you know what I'm saying, accomplished through him for my people.
Go ahead, Hannibal. You about to say something? Because I wanted to say something real quick.
No, go ahead and say what you gonna say, Brian.
So my thing is about it is you know, when you say stuff, when you take a stance on things, that's how you feel at that moment in time. People can change their fucking minds. Ain't nothing wrong with changing your goddamn mind. You know what I mean? If you have a good reason for why you changing your mind, that's your reason. Ain't nothing wrong with that. People may not like it, but you have the right to change your fucking mind.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's it.
What you about to say, Hannibal? You about to?
Hey, I just want to make y'all laugh real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? I just witnessed the Falcons go up 20-16 on the Lions, but Todd Gurley was not trying to score a fucking touchdown. he was trying to fall down before he got to the end zone. So we could run the time off the clock. That's the way he was, man. Oh man, he was not.
He scored anyway.
Nah, he fell in there, but the ball crossed the plane. The ball had crossed the plane.
Yeah.
So he got a touchdown.
Yeah.
So how much time left in the game?
A minute, 4 seconds.
What's the score?
22 to 16.
They're going for 2.
Oh,
but we got it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Cause you said something, y'all gonna win. They ain't gonna blow it. Just cause you said something, they ain't gonna blow it. They blow this one too. They ain't gonna blow it. No, they ain't gonna blow it this time.
He was trying like hell not to score no touchdown, dog. He got there, he was like, oh shit.
Falcons we talking about now. Falcons that blow what, 3 games this season? 2?
Shit, at least.
3 games?
At least.
It can happen.
I cannot find the fucking remote.
I think we've blown 4 games this year. I think we've blown 4.
Oh man, but that was a good follow-up, Hannibal. I agree with you, man. I don't think that people should be tearing each other down just because of a difference of opinion. I don't think that should be the course of action.
Yeah, because even though we disagree with Rex, it's still love. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's still love. But I just see it from other people, like outside, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Say what? Yeah, he was. He's still wrong in the motherfucker though. But
so y'all, what y'all should have did, right? The example y'all should have used for Rex was he watching football now, right?
Yeah.
Nah, this last when Kaepernick sit down went down.
He never watched
Wow,
football in
never
his
watch
own
football
house.
again, man. Fuck the
He never
NFL,
watched
fuck the
football in his
Dolphins,
own house.
fuck this, fuck that. Am I right, bro?
Yeah.
He had made some demands and said why he wasn't and what had to happen or whatever before he ended up watching football again. And I swear to God, that nigga watching football this season, and that's a whole pandemic. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
His
But he has the
defense,
right to. He has the right to change his. Huh?
In his defense, he never watched football at the house. At his house.
He always come to somebody else's house.
Yeah, he come here. He come.
So he only watching because it's on y'all TV. He ain't actually watching it at his house. But if he come to your house and that's just what you happen to be watching, then hey, I can't tell somebody else to turn their TV off.
Yeah, he said he ain't turned to this, so he ain't watching it.
Boy, this
loophole.
Boy, now that's some backsliding shit right there, boy. Correct. Okay. All right.
Oh shit. You know, Rick.
I think that nigga just like to have a good argument, man. That's all. He just want to argue somebody so he ain't gonna agree. He just gonna not agree. He might in the back of his mind after the argument be like, I ain't got them boy riled up. Yeah, I agree with them boys, but fuck that. I ain't gonna tell them boys.
You ain't gonna never admit now.
No, hell no. Hell no.
Oh,
that's
man.
how he always been. He gotta be let him be him. But yeah, his ass. I just be like, hey man, didn't you say you ain't gonna watch the football no more? I ain't trying to hear that shit. You go to somebody else's house and they watch it. Stay home, man. And when football games, go to the park. Just find somebody to go play ball with.
He hell, man. But you know, all love for Rex, man. All love.
Oh, absolutely. That's my dog.
Now we're gonna go ahead and roll out to the last segment, fellas. Last segment. Sit your ass down. Favorite part is tell the motherfuckers to sit down and shut the fuck up. So I will go first this time. I am putting 50 Cent on my sit your ass down because for me, like I said earlier, like that whole shit about you because of your taxes, that's the sole reason why you supporting Trump. You ain't had no other reason that you want to support him. You know what I mean? I just think that's highly selfish given the level that he's at and opportunities that he has for himself. You know what I mean? So for me, he got to sit his ass down. I just completely disagree with him on that. Hannibal, who you got?
Man, I want to sit down the people with the fake woke shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing nothing out here but muddy in the fucking water, man. Cut that bullshit out.
We need some.
You know what I'm saying? Turning people against people and shit. I'm like, come on, man.
The woke people, fake woke.
Yeah, the fake woke.
Yeah. They probably causing more division than anything. You know what I'm saying? TG.
Yo.
You I know you come in a little bit late, man, but do you have anybody for sit your ass down?
I probably have to just piggyback off you with 50 Cent, man. If I had to nominate somebody, like I don't know what's going on with that dude, man, other than the fact that he letting dollar signs, you know what I'm saying, get in his eyes, and he, you know what I'm saying, he don't, you know what I'm saying, remember where he came from. Everything that nigga right now is a joke because shit is good for him, you know what I'm saying? So he can care less about what anybody, you know what I'm saying, that's not under his roof is going through, you know what I'm saying, by doing and saying the type of shit he's saying, like you said, and to have the platform he got, he ain't set no kind of, you know what I'm saying, example, man, and it's sad, you know what I'm saying? It's an alarming rate of black brothers doing that shit though, man. It's yeah, so him and any nigga who on the shit he on can sit their ass down, man.
That's what Hannibal mentioned about Jamel Hill, said that it's the alarming rate of black men that's
yeah, man.
Sad.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
Oh man, fellas. Well, that has been the episode today for Primarily Speaking. Anything y'all boys want to say in closing before we dip out?
Man, get y'all ass out there and vote more than every 4 years, man. Make a real difference. You know what I'm saying? Do more than that, man. Go out there and help with your, local elections. Be up on that stuff. It don't take a little bit of time to go ahead and research Google here. Y'all don't goddamn the shade room looking at all that bullshit anyway. So
y'all boy voting early, or y'all wait until November 3rd?
I'll probably just go to 3rd. I ain't gotta wait in the long line, so
Yeah, me too. Because from what I understand, my wife went to go vote earlier this week, Friday actually, and she said she had to wait like 2 hours to vote.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
I'm
was
like,
gonna go to.
of everybody voting early, then when I go vote on November 3rd, the line should be real short.
I ain't think about it like that.
So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna piggyback off that, Hannibal. Please get out there and vote, and if you can vote early, go ahead. You know what I mean? Go ahead and knock that
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Also with the local elections, man, there's a election every 2 years, man. It's every 4 years for the president, but then in between that, every 2 years, there's local elections going on. So please participate in those things. Anything closing, PT, Leon?
Nah, man, I'm good, man. I'm sitting here watching this damn game, about to see if the Falcons about to blow this shit. Detroit just get the
Hey,
ball
hey,
at the
hey,
damn.
hey, I'm over here like this right here,
They
like,
they
I
trying
know
to
they
they
ain't gonna do this
doing.
shit again.
It's looking
Hey,
close. It's looking
I think they
close.
might do a 10-second runoff though. I think it might be something against Detroit,
Yeah,
but the game might be over.
yeah.
Hey,
I
But
hope
if
so.
it ain't over, oh my God, they got 3 seconds.
hey,
Don't let it happen.
you
Raheem, y'all coach, man. Raheem ain't going for that, man. Y'all got a new coach, man.
you
Let the
recovering
guy,
okay?
huh?
You recovering okay, sir?
He sound
Yeah,
like he's
man.
doing
I'm
better.
out of week now. I just can't find the goddamn remote, man. I'm tripping. That's why I had to put the phone down for a second. Like,
All
uh-oh.
right, well, fellas, I'm gonna go ahead and close the show out. We want to thank everybody for listening, for watching. You know, you can catch us at right there on YouTube, primarily speaking, PRIMERILY, speaking, no spaces, underscores, or dashes. Also, holler at us on Facebook and Instagram too. So, until next time, man, we up out this bitch. Deuces.
All right, man.